So here are some more rules that I would have for my kids. Staying home by yourself. I genuinely feel like it depends on the child. If you're 13 and you're giving me mature, you're giving me responsible, you know how to take care of yourself, you know not to open the door to a stranger that you don't know, I will let you stay. This is one of those things that I have to see. I have to see what kind of child you are. If I know, if you're giving me reason not to trust you to be alone, you're not going to be alone. I'm gonna end up leaving you with your grandma, your aunt, someone that I can trust. Phones. I would get my child a phone beginning of middle school. That's really when my parents let me get a phone. There will be restrictions. They can have social media. It's okay, but you just need to teach your kids. Some parents, they just don't, just take the problem away without, explaining, teaching. You want to talk to your friends, you want to have you want to take selfies, whatever, you want to post them, whatever. I understand that, but certain limitations will be in place. Would have a curfew for a phone, on school nights. But on weekends, whatever. But just know you gotta do what you gotta do when the week is on. But when it's off, you can do whatever you want. No talking to strangers. Okay, no sending pictures. You're not supposed to send, whatever. That is understandable, and that is definitely going to be a boundary that I want to set. I don't want to be strict, but I want them to be safe, if that makes sense. Going out with friends would let you go with a friend to hang out if their mom is present. You could really go like in elementary, but I feel like if you're really young, preschool, I'm gonna be there. You're gonna hang out, yes, but I'm gonna be there, and can start going. It's just their mom, maybe 3rd grade, 5th grade, I don't know. It really does depend on the child. I feel like going alone and just hanging out with your friend will definitely be maybe 14, 15, teenager. I do want communication because I don't want to be strict to the point where they're gonna be like, oh, I can't tell her, and then something bad happens because they thought they couldn't tell me. You know what I mean? So I do want to keep that bridge open. I do want to keep an understanding. I understand that you're a child. I understand you're curious. I understand, but there are certain things, there are certain rules in place to keep safety into the equation. So there will be punishments, but I will never hit a child. That's another rule. I will not put my hand on my child. Now if it's a little slap, but it gotta be a real reason. But if you don't give me a reason, I'm gonna scold you, and that's it. Maybe I'll take your phone away, maybe I'll take your TV away, your privileges, I don't know. That's something, it depends on what you do. I kind of want to be a best friend. I want you to come to me with your crushes. I want you to come to me when you just need a vent. Like, I feel like I wouldn't be that strict. Bad words. Accidental. I'd understand if a bad word slipped out of your mouth. No matter what age you are, you hear it, you're going to say it, or it's just going to come out when you're in pain or something happens. You don't think sometimes. So I understand. You're not going to get in trouble for saying a bad word. At least on my end. I don't know how my husband is going to deal with these things, but very understanding. And I say things myself, like it's whatever. But, I will say try to keep your mouth. Just know when to filter yourself. You know what I mean? That's another teaching moment, I feel like. But definitely if you go on a cussing spree and you're doing it on purpose, you're saying it a lot in front of me, then that's a problem. Or if you're getting in trouble at school, that's a problem. But if you're saying it in front of your friends and you're not saying it in front of me, whatever. Do whatever you want, say whatever you want.